How's it going, everyone? I looked at what's on the main page of the channel and I realized that video is now well over a year old and things have changed since then, so I thought I'd make us a little state of the channel. First and foremost, if you are about half of the people here, welcome. Since the last time I did this, my subscriber count has just about doubled. I am amazed and humbled by this. I have no idea how something I started as a stupid hobby back in 2012 became something that now, is a line item in my personal budget. And it's all surreal. I'm happy to have each and every one of you. Odds are you clicked through because a video that piqued your interest came into your feed and you hey, I like this guy. Let's see what else he's about. And you're wondering, what is this channel about? And I've been trying to answer that question for pretty much the whole time I've had this channel. And I guess the best thing I can say is video games, cats, and occasionally a cooking tutorial. I can't really focus myself down onto one individual genre or one niche because I keep on doing things all over the place, like how I was originally BioShock stuff, but now I'm doing RTS games, and then I made a video about a racing game. I just like video games. That's what I do. Now, for those of you that somehow remember the last state of the channel or life update video I did, I previously had to leave my old job because it was under new management, and new management was so incompetent that everyone's income was hurting. To make matters even worse, I was living in a part of Southern California where the rent is just too damn high and getting higher every month. Well, I'm happy to say that I found a better job. I'm in a much better, much more affordable place to live right now, and even though it took me a good minute, I finally got a degree in the field I want to work in. I got an associate's. It's not something big or cool. I plan on eventually getting my bachelor's and a JD. But just going from failing out of my first school to graduating with honors was really cool. But that's all beside the point. I really want to thank all of you for the support you've given me over the last year or so, and sometimes Patreon really has been the difference between making all the bills or having to give up something for a month or two. And a lot of times it's okay, are we going to choose between phone coverage or internet? But Patreon made sure we never had to make that choice between all the things we own. My wife and I are so grateful for all of that. I'm still going to keep the Patreon open because the more money I get through there means more time I can take off work to make bigger, better, more thoroughly researched videos. And I finally found a way to make Patreon viable and have a reward for you guys. What I'm going to do on the Patreon now is I'm going to have a roadmap of all the videos I've got planned quarterly. So the one that you're going to see as this video goes live is going to be the rest of June, July, August, and then maybe a bit of September, since I was originally beginning to post this at June, but some stuff came up. You're seeing stuff in the background. I was not expecting to get a copy of Pathologic 2, but I'm going to throw that video into the mix once I finish playing it and writing about it. And it's changed how I've scheduled things for the near future. So if you really want to see what's going on, the Patreon is going to be very much worth the price of admission. I had thought about previously creating a Discord tier for my Patreon, or doing the whole video tech tree thing I had previously posited, which I realize I really don't like the idea of people buying influence with me. Just, that's a very unfair thing where I don't want to have Patreon oligarchs. I'd like to have patrons, not people in the background trying to buy my videos. There will eventually be t-shirts. I need to find the time to actually design them and get on Teespring, since it turns out that I've been eligible to have natively advertised t-shirts for years on this channel. I just haven't bothered to set it up. But let's talk about what's coming up in the near future. For those of you that want to see, we're going to be doing a Warcraft video soon. We're going to be doing Vampire the Masquerade. I've been teasing that a lot. I was originally planning on releasing it this month, but it turns out the hunt for jobs, now that I have a degree, is something that takes up a good bit of time. I'm hoping to release a Warcraft video maybe next weekend, and then I've got a few other things involving the Slender Man, a lot of other immersive sims that people have been asking me to cover for a long time, and whatever else comes across my desk. Again, I just want to thank you all for supporting me. I want to welcome you all to the channel. And sign-offs are stupid and I don't really know how to do them. Bye. You honestly didn't think I'd do a video of any sort without ending it with some cat footage. What kind of Charlatan Wonder video would this be if we didn't end with our saucy boy, Frisk? So, as some of you might know, my Patreon goal for $150 a month was to do toy reviews with the saucy boy here, since I'd have the excess cash to do so. And for a while, I very briefly hit that goal, and I thought, well, you know, we'll do one anyway. So, saucy boy over here, it is not snack time, so stop hanging out in front of your bowl. We're going to do a toy review. So, usually Frisk is okay with most toys, but he usually likes more textured things or stuff he can really bite into. And his favorite is these right here. Not exactly a traditional toy, but he loves cable ties. And he also, he loves rubber bands, but these were sort of the substitute we found because he kept on eating the rubber bands, and we don't need that in your diet. Rubber bands are not good for kitty digestion. So I'm just gonna whip one of these suckers out. Oh, they're of course they're all stuck together, but they're colorful. This means nothing to you, but already. Oh yes, the splendid toys have returned. Let's rip one off. It's hard to do one hand. Almost. Oh god, he's going for the whole thing. Okay, so so far, despite, like, my wife works in a veterinary setting, and no one has ever told us not to do this. I don't know about these little tags here. This set costs $5, and honestly, I only did it because I had to be at Best Buy anyway. And I think you can get these for, like, $1 or so, a 50-pack at a typical hardware store. So here it is. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? Whoosh! Now, are you gonna bring it back? You gonna bring it back to Daddy? Oh, you brought it back. You know what? I'm gonna... No, you go over there. And I'm gonna toss it to you. Look at you, bringing it back to Daddy. Oh, that was a good catch. You almost had it. You know, we're going to make things crazy. 1. Oh, right to you. And 2. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did you get it? You didn't bring it back. Guess playtime's over. You know, one last. We're just going to throw the whole thing. Ultimate toy. So yeah, I might do these more regularly with actual cat toys if we get back up to 150. But you know what? I don't mind this. These are relatively cheap compared to cat toys. And he's already... Are you about to get them stuck under the cupboard where you can't get them? Like, we've hardly had these. I'm counting the timer here. 3 minutes since I have busted these open. And you have already almost lost them. You're a silly boy.